Hi there, folks. Darren Sutton, alongside Olympic gold medalist Amanda Free. Glad to have you with us. This is the premier girls fast pitch 16U Platinum Division National Championship. And again, for these talented young players, just a great opportunity PGF has provided for you playing so successfully as you did at college at UCLA. But even as a younger player, you've got to be proud to see how far the sport has come.
Our sport has grown so tremendously in the last decade, and it's so fun to come out here and see how they're developing. And now there are so many opportunities to play beyond high school, beyond this grassroots level, on into college. And you know, this television game is one step closer to them reaching those goals, and what a great day to be out here playing softball today.
All right, certainly glad to have you with us. The 16U, the California Cruisers, and the Bat Busters. Here's all the action. Good evening, everyone, and certainly glad to have you with us. A unique way to get ready for the California Cruisers, but they have spent this tournament getting ready by taking on and knocking down opposing foe. Do you remember the famed movie Remember the Titans? This has a little Remember the Titans feel to it. Spirit, fun, energy, all that to honor their family and their friends, their coaches and their teammates. A good way to get loose. The California Cruisers are ready to go. Lauren Kane is the leadoff hitter. She's in the circle for the California Cruisers out of San Clemente High School in beautiful San Clemente, California. 16 strikeouts for Kane as she goes to work.
Well, it's going to be a beautiful night for softball today, and Kane's just looking to go out there and set the tone for her team. She's got a good curve, rise ball. She's got pretty much everything. We'll hopefully see her utilize her changeup, but looking to keep the ball down in the zone and throw these hitters off balance.
Taylor Jurick leads it off for the OC Bat Busters Alvarez, and we are underway right down the middle. 0-1 the count. Let's play some championship softball, the 16U Platinum Division National Title game. That pitch is high, 1-0 the count. Kara Lentz will be along the way here shortly, the third member of our broadcast team. Been down below with the players and their families and their loved ones, so we will look forward to hearing from her throughout this webcast as well. Popped up to the right side. Running out of space as that one heads into the dugout. Jurick is batting first. KRISTEN Hong batting second. Muro is the left fielder. Kessinger is at first. Boreali is the right fielder. Rosette at short. Perez and then Carbajal Barker is the center fielder. Solieri is the DP as we go down 1 through 9. The 1-2 chases a pitch up in the zone. We'll do it again. A ball and 2 strikes. And Taylor Jurick. Glen A. Wilson High School, Hacienda Heights is her hometown. Her favorite athlete, she's a leadoff hitter. Who else would it be? Dee Gordon, Dodgers. Dominating base stealer. That one's in the air. Unable to hold on, coming from behind home plate. The catcher, Lauren Brooks, couldn't put that one to bed. It's a little bit more life for Jurick.
And this is a tougher play than it looks with the sun set and the lights out. It kind of gets lost up there in the darkness and does a little bit with your depth perception, so trying to adjust the eyes to the change in the evening.
Taylor 1 for 7 thus far on this national championship tournament with a walk along the way. What a take, a pitch that dies, nearly grabbed the inside corner.
And we're seeing the first look of that off-speed pitch. It almost looks like Jurick's trying to take that one in the knee, puts it over the plate.
And plate umpire Bonnie Kunster behind the dish, establishing her strike zone, letting everyone know, because she heard about it a little bit, that that pitch was down, and it was down. That one was up, it got a chase. Mike Thomas, the first base umpire. There is Bonnie Kunster behind the plate. Mike Venarde is the second base umpire. There's L.J. Dolan over there at third. A men and women in blue tonight. Chopper, that one settles between the circle and home, and on with a dive after she gets past the bag. Drake hit that bag hard. Looks like she's all right. Pride has hurt a little bit as she took a tumble, but you know what? When you're 1 for 7, you'll take that one.
Well, this is another one of those balls that just kind of goes in no man's land. You can see Kane jumps off the mound, fields that, and a little bit of a trip over the base. And we're going to see a lot of this. Kane, a very good fielding pitcher. You can see she even took that ball away from her teammate, Lauren Fairchild, over at third base.
It looks like we may have a runner here for the Bat Busters. Courtesy runner. She took a tumble at first, so Michelle Liang is the runner out of Maranatha High School. So Liang the runner, and again, I think it in part had to do because Jarique can run. I think they just want to make sure she is all right. That one is high. Gomez, Nonora, Cecil, Fairchild, Jurston at short, Robertson in the wall, Brooks behind the plate. Pops that one up, and it lands safely onto that dirt behind home plate. So a foul ball, 1-1 the count, nobody out. We just started, glad to have you with us. The 16U Platinum Division National Championship game, Premier Girls Fast Pitch. Lauren Brooks, a long look into that dugout. Ashley Evans is her coach in there. 2-1 the count.
And the majority of what we've seen from Kane so far has been that up spin, the rise ball, a little bit of a curveball when she wants to come down through the zone. But she gets a lot of spin on it, so if the Bat Busters continue to swing, we're going to see a lot of fly ball outs this game.
Kristen Hong works the count, fouls that one into the catcher's mitt. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Kristen attends Westminster High School. Makes her home just moments from here, Huntington Beach, California. Right by her at the belt with a rise as it sailed past, and down goes Hong with a strikeout.
And here that pitches again, a lot of spin, and you see it doesn't break a ton, but because it's down in the zone, it breaks just enough over the barrel. That's a tough pitch to lay off of.
Vanessa Muro now. One and 0 the count. A lot at stake too for these teams. A berth and a move up to the Premier Division at next year's National Championship Tournament from the Platinum Division. And that, quite frankly, is golden, that opportunity. 2-0 the count. Nothing doing at first. And that's what we're talking about. The winner receiving the berth to that Premier Division. Good pitch, really tight and on her hands that time. 2 balls and 1 strike the count. Same thing for the 14U and the 16U. So you play, whether you're playing in a Premier Tournament or a Platinum, there's much at stake for them next year. You're right, I think you described that perfectly before. There's just enough movement, and it's at the very end. Look of a curveball and a jump up on that pitch, 2-2.
It's a good thing for young pitchers to see that you can throw that rise ball through the zone, and it's most effective when it's down below the eyes because a hitter looking down on that pitch can't identify the movement until they've already begun their swing and committed, and then that late break, maybe just 4 inches or so, is enough to get right over top of that barrel.
Outside corner, Frozer, that is strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts.
And the spin, the same spin, but this more of a curveball or a very low rise on the outside corner. When you're used to seeing the higher rise ball, you kind of get frozen on that one at the knees, expecting it to break up out of the zone. Sticks right in there.
Mallory Kessinger. Riverside Poly High School. She's done really good work with the bat. She's knocked a pair over the boards. This is the home run hitter, especially in this tournament. She's got 2, her team has 2. She's also got 2 doubles. 6 of 17, so a big, big bat for this right-handed hitter, and appropriately the cleanup hitter. Slugging over 800. Pretty good pitch, called outside, 3-0 the count. .22 pitches here in the first inning. She turns it loose on 3-0. Why not? Like the concept of your better, most dangerous hitters getting a green light on 3-0?
Yeah, it's an interesting call. I know it's early on in the ball game, but when you've got a rise ball pitcher who's just thrown 3 balls in a row, I'm thinking I'm probably going to take and look for her to throw that ball out of the zone. She got lucky and she got a strike and it didn't come back to get her, but it's a lot of confidence in your hitter to let her go with 3-0.
And 3-1 took a big cut, but the pitch was away. And so we'll do it again, 3-2 the count. She's only struck out once. In 17 at bats, just 1 strikeout. Home plate umpire. Bonnie Koonster grabs a couple of more softballs as we go back to work. A couple of foul balls a moment ago. Bottom of the first inning, the Bat Busters, the OC Bat Busters. With the runner on and 2 outs, runner goes. That one is belted into left center field. That one is down. Up against the wall with the runner going on the full count. Come on down, that run scores. Liang, the courtesy runner, came all the way around an RBI double. Kessinger continues her hot tournament.
Now batting, number 16.
Well, now we look back at that 3-0 swing and you think, okay, if she hadn't have done it, there was a ball, she's on first base, there's no RBI, but instead works her way to a full count and then squares right up on this pitch and drives it into deep left center field.
Strike 1, Moriali over the outside part of the plate. What a level swing, too. 5 extra base hits in this tournament. I guess that's how you earn a green light. Good pitch, tied her up in on the knuckles. No balls and 2 strikes to count. Caitlin, the right fielder out of Arcadia High School.
Look at the extension through the swing. She gets to contact and then continues out. The barrel follows exactly where the ball goes.
She hit her spot, set up way outside on 0-2. Looks very deliberate with where she wanted it. Into right center field. The play is made out there, covering a lot of ground. Heather Nonora running that one down. Some big bats for the Bat Busters to get things going. Just underway in the top half of the first. The Bat Busters strike first. They lead it 1-0. The 16U National Championship at the platinum level. Glad to have you folks with us. The Bat Busters lead it by a score of 1-0. To defend that lead, Alexis Vargas is in the circle. This is the lineup she will face. Lauren Kane, who you can see the numbers, some big numbers at the top, from Cecil to Wall to Brooks. Hammond having a very good tournament. Robertson, Nora, and Gomez at the bottom of the order. 1 through 9 for the California Cruisers. And strike one, Alexis Vargas, number 56 on the back of that jersey. Bishop Amat High School, Phillips Ranch, California. Numbers tell us she's had a good tournament.
Well, absolutely had a good tournament. Her go-to pitches we're going to see her curveball and her changeup. And we've been taking a look at some nice changeups all night long, all day long, I should say.
Up in the zone, 1-2 the count defensively. Morrow works behind her and left. Carbajal is in center. Moriali, Perez, Rosette, Hong, Kassinger, and Jariq. Taylor works behind the plate. Lauren Kane takes outside. Beautiful evening in Southern California. It was a warm day, but now it's creeping into the low 70s, and the "this is why we live here" statements in the bleachers all around. High fly, well struck, right center field. That one's down into the night sky, and there's still a little bit of dusk. Something tells me that for Carbajal and Moriali, they lost that ball, if only for a moment. There still is light in the sky tonight. That turned out to be a difficult play. And it was well hit.
Absolutely, and I think just like we saw that last half inning, the ball hit up high to the catcher. Same thing here, the ball lost up in that night sky. Hit real high, but it looked like for a second there, Moriali took a peek over at Carbajal, thinking maybe she was a little bit closer and didn't quite get to the ball in time.
Cameron Cecil pushes the bunt up the third base line, but it trickles foul. So CC, as her teammates call her, will head back and attempt to move things around again. She attends a good school, J. Sarah Catholic High School, down in the San Juan Capistrano area. So home in Laguna Niguel, California. Pushes that one again off the glove of the charging third baseman. Everybody safe. Perez looked like she had a play. She sniffed it out, was about to pounce, and she almost ran by it. Runners on first and third, nobody out.
And it looked like this is exactly what Cameron was trying to do. You could see she puts a little pace on that ball, and you're right, Perez charging hard because she knows she has some speed to deal with. Just about goes right by this bunt. Tips off of her glove and dies. The play is almost made, but Cruisers have runners on the corner.
JANIE and Wall, the first baseman. That one dips over the outside corner for strike one.
This ball well up by her eyes. Still gets on top, does her job. She knows all she's trying to do is move her teammate over 60 feet. Does that and more.
That drop is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. You see Wall 5 of 16. Part of that is 3 doubles. She's driven in 3 as well. Only 1 time she has gone down with a strikeout in her 16 at-bats. Right back through the center of the box. Everybody's safe. We are tied at 1. Beautiful hitting. JANIE Ann Wall continues her solid tournament. That is her 4th RBI.
And this ball struck fairly well. Looks like it's going to make it up the middle, but Rosette does get her glove on it and very close to making a good double play. If she fields that cleanly, she's got an opportunity to step on second, fire over to first, and get 2, but instead just bounces right out of her glove.
Official ruling was an error on the shortstop there, so no run batted in for Wall. Still a great approach using the bigger part of the field. That's exactly what you want your hitters to do. Pair of runners out there again. Catcher Lauren Brooks, her assignment now. Move those runners around. There is nobody out. The Cruisers bounce right back. 0-1 the count. 7 hits, 13 at bats. That's the .538 clip. The lone home run came off the bat of Brooks. She has homered in this tournament. 6 runs batted in, just 1 strikeout. One and one the count.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Yorba Linda High School. Pushes that bunt up the first base line. What good speed, especially for a catcher. Streaking up that line, and that's a nice play. They get her in time for the out, but the runners move up. It's not fair that we expect all catchers to be slower. She's certainly not slower. She was flying.
Not at all, and trying to take advantage of the corners, playing deep, lays down a beautiful drag bunt. Almost beats it out, but still manages to move her runners up.
Amanda Jertson now. Capistrano Valley High School. Here in Orange County, California. 1-0 the count to Jertson. Verbally committed to LMU Loyola Marymount. Infield tight. Way in all around. Two balls and no strikes to count. Amanda 2 hits and 14 at bats. 3 runs batted in though. Ella nips the inside corner. Three balls, 1 strike to count. 1-1 is our score. Rolling through the bottom half of the first inning. If you wanted, that one was right on it.
And a nice swing at this down and inside pitch. Holds her ground, good balance.
High pop. Is there room behind the plate? Nope, that one ends up in the second, third row. The Cruisers 7-4 winners in their first contest and 7 runs again with a 7-1 win to move to 2-0. A 2-1 win over FC Flores, a tight win and a victory. Win over the Dirt Dogs 10-6. And a win to have them undefeated and find their way here over Power Surge 4-3, so a tight one. Looks like we have a piece of catching equipment that went down back there. So Jarique will get something that works for her. So an opportunity to drive in a run for Jertson. Kara Lentz, we told you she'd be here, and she has been digging and working down below. Kara, what have you found out down there?
Darren, you mentioned that Amanda has been 2 for 14 in this tournament, so obviously not doing very well at the plate. Her coach told me earlier tonight she actually cut her hair. She got a little trim, ponytail is a little shorter because she wanted to do something different, change things up to perhaps change her performance at the plate.
Did it make a difference? Did it make a difference? It nearly did. You know what? It did, though, because that ball was crushed. That's great stuff, Kara. Right on it. Her luck changed. She nearly drove it out of here, but guess what? That's not an 0 for 1. That's a sacrifice fly, no official plate appearance, and a run, and nearly a 3-run homer.
Well, this is one way to bust out of a slump, driving this ball deep, deep center field, and that's just a nice catch out there by Carbajal. Nothing you can do about that, but you got your RBI, your teammate scores, and that's good enough to put her team up.
0-1 the count over the outside corner. JANIE Hammond. I tell you, that was an even, nice sharp haircut there. Hair had that sheen. I just went to the, I guess you wouldn't say barber shop, that'd be what I'd say. I just went to the salon, the hairdresser.
I think a better story would have been if one of her teammates cut her hair.
You like that better, like with
fun.
clippers?
I think so.
Maybe shaved her initials on the side of her
Hotel
head.
room with some paper scissors.
2-1 the count. That was definitely professionally done. Sometimes you feel better about yourself when you get a cut. That pitch is low, snap throw, nothing doing there. She held on to it. You ever get a haircut and hit a homer? Like in the same day, maybe?
No, I've never gotten a haircut to increase my batting average.
The 3-1. That one's belted to center field. Will it be held? No, it's out of here! JANIE Hammond will touch them all. And it's 4-1. The pride of Huntington High, the Fountain Valley High School native. But she hit a big home run in a Colorado tournament. How about this big home run?
When you talk about clutch with 2 outs, Hammond goes to the deepest part of the ballpark, just underneath the scoreboard. Adds a couple more insurance runs for her team.
So conversation in the circle. The Cruisers right back at it.
Defensive changes only. Defensive changes only.
So a change made. They're swinging around everywhere. We've got a new left fielder. Solieri is now the left fielder. Number 18, that will be a Solieri. And a change is made in the circle as well. KRISTEN Hong will be the new pitcher. We'll keep an eye out on the other changes.
Number 3, KRISTEN Hong. Number 3.
We do know Hong is pitching. Elvia Solieri is the new left fielder. So Hong takes this assignment, and certainly a quick change, not at all what we expected. Batbusters came out with a vengeance. Hong, by the way, started a pair of games in this tournament. She's worked 10 1/3 innings, given up 2 runs. So while she warms and we reset the defense, Kara was down there by the dugout. She already brought us the lucky haircut, which provided a run. And there was the line dance before the game. What gives, Kara, with that?
Yeah, this is a team that definitely likes to have a lot of fun and stay loose, and the coaching staff helped choreograph a dance to Happy. And even when they were warming up on the field next to us, they brought their portable speaker with them, which is still in the dugout. They came out here beforehand, and they did that choreographed dance. And JANIE Hammond, who just hit that homer, actually posted a video on YouTube of that specific Happy dance. And as you can tell, keeping loose on the field helps them keep loose at the plate.
Yeah, it certainly does, because they were down in a title game. That's the last thing you want to have happen. Didn't seem to faze them at all. One ball and 2 strikes to count. Bailey Robertson bails her teammates' caller, Mission Viejo High School. those numbers we told you, 3 strikeouts in that time. You can add another one. 1 inning, and it certainly has been not boring at all. Getting loose. Catch it somewhere out there on the World Wide Web and YouTube, but when you dance, they always say you got to back it up. The opposing team certainly would say that. I think that's called backing it up. 4-1. The bright light shining down on what has been a thrilling start to this contest. Offense, loose teammates, and certainly a pitcher now that's got something to work with. Pitch in on her hands, and a nice play at short. She was picked up by the first baseman. Brianna Rosette went after the first pitch, and Breezy rolled it out to short out of Martin Luther King High School. Brianna is erased. Get to know her better as this contest goes along.
Danielle Perez.
Danielle Perez. In at first and third, infield back. Perez takes a strike. That one missed high, 1-0 the count. Four-1 our score. Top half of the second inning. 2-0 the count. Low again, and a very patient at bat as the bat busters try to work their way right back. Perez 3 of 10. He's got a pair of RBIs included in that run, a double in this tournament. That one is up, that one is in. Her dad Louie is the head coach of this team, and Danielle is on. She considers it a blessing, as she said her biggest softball moment, and I quote, playing side by side for my dad. So she, with Dad Louie, Mom Valerie looking on from the seats. Oh, and 1 the count. Dad in the third base box, daughter on first base. Reminds her of the 1 out, 0-1 the count. To the right side. Ashley Carbajal Barker. Los Altos High School, Hacienda Heights, California. And again, spoils one away on 0-2. Trying to earn herself a good one to deal with. Ashley 2 of 13. She does have a run batted in. No balls and 2 strikes to count. Lauren Kane in the circle, working as the leadoff hitter for the Cruisers. She doubled to start a comeback rally to help herself out. Boyd pitch, tough one in on the hands. And that one drops in there safely. Couple of runners on. If you earn yourself a single with a pitch like that, you're doing something.
Well, she just muscles this ball into left field. Well in on the hands, a little bit up in the zone, and that ball just finds its way down on the grass right by the line.
Meeting in the circle and gathering. Head coach Louis Perez talking about this situation. All of the bat busters that have bats or helmets on get together, and then they meet in the circle as well. Couple of runners on, 4-1 the score.
Now batting, number 18, Olivia Solieri.
The count. One ball and one strike to count. 4-1 the score. I want to correct what I said earlier, and that was my mistake. That's Louis Perez. That's Dad running the ship from inside of that first base dugout. My apology, folks. Jumped ahead right out to that third base box. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Two balls and 2 strikes to count. Solieri, Santa Fe Springs High School. When asked of her favorite softball moment, she said, "I have too many. Clearing the fence?" As that one is outside. She did manage to write out the word and most of us would think it'd be U-M-M. She put a U-H-M, which I think is a great way to write it. And she didn't put a smiley face, just kind of a wry grin. High fly ball center field. Up, over, nearly cleared the fence again. Both runners come on down. The tag was out with the late trail runner. The late trail runner, I think, was confused, thinking that that ball went over the wall and was a home run. It certainly hit the top of the wall. Did it hit something behind the wall to bring it back? The umpires will get together. We'll show you every angle we have.
Yeah, let's see if we can take a look, because that would be incredibly... It does not hit anything other than the top of that wall. Comes back in, but you can see the high five. Rounding third base, jogging in.
The umpires get together. It's a tough break.
Hits the top of the fence.
And it came back in. Fans were a little bit frustrated with that call, but from what we saw, as we were talking about it earlier, that there's nothing behind there. It's not as if there's a second fence that it could have hit. I mean, there is a fence behind there, but it's 105 feet back. And so they will discuss it.
I'm not sure what there is to discuss. It's just a tough break for the bat busters. But that's the closest you can get to a home run possible. It uses that top yellow guard as sort of a trampoline, and that gives just enough to bring it back into the field.
So a change is made in the circle that we'll tell you about. Listen, by the way, we'll see if we can listen in how it hit the top of the wall.
Now pitching for Cal Cruisers, number 15, Jordan Quinn.
Maybe we can have center fielder Nonora tell us what she saw out there. It'd be interesting. She had the best view.
By the way, is Richard Vargas. I misidentified him as well earlier. He's the third base coach. Just continuing to have the discussion. And you certainly don't blame coaches for going to bat for their team and for their players, but the umpires got that one right. And then they got together and they got it even more right. So kudos to them for making that call and sticking with it. Jordan Quinn, by the way, is in the circle out of Capo Valley High School. Makes her home in Mission Viejo, so Jordan receives this assignment. And a good-looking drop hits the outside corner, 0-1 the count. Jordan has worked. She has worked well. She has worked a lot. So for her, chance to go right back to work as that one misses up and away. Four to 2. Her team leads it. Yeah, Quinn has started 3 games, 2 I should say, appeared in 3 overall, 19 and a third innings. Rolled, middle of the diamond, gobbled up out there, and in time for the out. This has been a lot of fun so far. Jarique goes down on a 4-3 ground out. The player tell us her favorite moment was hitting it over the wall, and then she nearly did it. 4-2 is our score. $16U Platinum National Championship, bottom of the second. Desiree Alvarez is the new second baseman. Desiree Alvarez, number 24 on that jersey. Kristen Hong is still the pitcher, and we've got a wild affair. 4-2 is our score. That's Desiree. Trying to frame it up, nothing doing. Taylor Jarique, who ended the last inning with a ground out. We've had near home runs. We've had 7 hits already in an inning and a half. We've had multiple pitching changes. Now we've got a batter that'll go to work. Heather Nonora, the center fielder out of El Toro High School, reaches. Makes her home in Lake Forest, hit by a pitch. So Nonora now
Now batting number 19, Diana Gomez.
with an opportunity to add on. Here's Diana Gomez. Gomez 1 of 8. That bunt trickles foul back behind the plate. Nonora out there at first. He's just 2 of 12 as a hitter, but she now has 4 walks and a hit by pitch, so really helping reach. Another one that's chopped foul up the third base line. This one's going to be a trudge through the mud championship game, isn't it? You can just feel it.
It looks like it's going to keep going back and forth, and for as much as we've seen in the first inning and a half, I mean, we still have 5 to go.
Turned that one over, looked like a screwball there. 1-2 the count. Diana Gomez out of Arlington High School makes her home in the Riverside area. She lays off of that screwball. 2-2 the count. Becky is mom, Phil is dad in her home. Stayed back as long as she could on that changeup, but she hit a soft liner to the pitcher, who turned it into a double play, firing it right over to Kassinger. And away we go with 2 quick outs. So the call is the batter was out of the box, which deadens the play immediately. So she was out before she hit the softball. And that's the right call. I mean, these umpires are doing a nice job. They may not be able to run for office in this ballpark, but that's not the goal.
Well, let's look at these feet. Now that's awfully close, because until that front foot leaves the box completely and steps on the ground, you're still in fair territory. You're still in the box.
So it's got to hit the ground, is what you're saying.
Your front foot could be on the chalk line, and the other one out of the box in midair as you make contact. Once that foot then hits the ground, you're considered out of the box.
Pitch is outside 2-0.
So there's contact. There's the front foot right on that chalk line. The right foot is still airborne. As she takes that step, she's in the box.
2-1 the count.
And on any other given situation, you would love that called if you're the Batbusters, but there's double plays taken away. Now the runner goes back to first base.
And instead, what follows is a high drive to right center field and out of here. Lauren Kane will touch them all. Lauren helps herself out. She started in the circle, lost her slot, did not give up her spot in the batting order, and aren't they glad?
When she takes this high pitch and she just crushes it deep to center, over the center field fence. And now having that base runner on first base means a whole lot more in that extra RBI.
Now batting number 2, Cameron Cecil. Number 2.
Kane's first home run of this national championship tournament. The only other long ball, Lauren Brooks, who is one of the catchers for this squad. She's got the only other home run coming in. Was JANIE Hammond with a home run back in the first inning as well. They had hit 1 as a team. They've hit 2 in 2 innings. ball back to the circle. The second out is recorded. Cameron Cecil, CC, rolls that one, and she is erased. 16U Platinum Division, the national championship game. California Cruisers in all white. The OC Batbusters in all black. And the party right now is in the third base dugout. One and 0 the count. Johnny Ann Wall with the bat in her hand. She reached on an error back in the first inning, but it plated a run. She is also a loyal to Marymount verbal commit. 2-1 the count. She took that big swing a moment ago. Okay, no surprise. Juan Uribe is one of her favorite players, and if you've ever watched the Dodgers play, folks, no one swings harder than Juan Uribe. He'd be proud of that swing right there. 2-2 the count. He'd say, that's how I teach it.
If you're gonna swing, swing hard.
Tall in stature, certainly, as she digs in. Stayed back as long as she could on that changeup. Wall tried to drive it on out of here to the right side.
That was actually a really good job of fighting off that off-speed pitch. She just pulled her head completely on those first two. She swung out of her shoes. Looked like she was yanking towards that left field fence, sat back on that last changeup, and took it decently well down the right field line.
Drop right under the bat, but a long ball. Kane unloads, comfortably driving it out to right center field. As we mentioned, she lost her spot in the circle, remained in that batting order, and dropped a 2-run hammer on the Batbusters. Kristen Hong to lead things off. The top of the third inning, 6-2 is the score. California Cruisers with 6, the Orange County Batbusters with a pair. Both of these Southern California-based teams. Over the outside. Jordan Quinn working in the circle. Little roller out to the left side over the head of Kane, the third baseman, but a nice play made behind her. Jertson, the shortstop. Talked about it earlier. Kane with the home run, started in the circle, has now moved into that third base position. Hong is erased, one away.
Vanessa
Muro. She struck out looking back in the first inning. Kane is tested, but doesn't need to make the play. Now, we will already tell you, Amanda and I would imagine we can include Kara in this, we wouldn't know what to do with the clean inning. So we'll wait and see if that happens. Every inning has had offense. Every inning has had a minimum of a run.
It just gives us more time to go to Kara.
That pitch is outside. Outside. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Two balls and 2 strikes to count. (6-2) our score. The Batbusters in all black trailing. Off the plate, got a chase. That one disappeared. Good pitch there, Amanda.
Absolutely, great location. You look at the spin and the movement. That late break on the curveball
Next up to the plate, number 13.
breaks right away from the barrel of the bat.
Number 13.
Mallory Kessinger. With Jordan Quinn dealing it. Jordan in that circle. Family at home. Mom is Christy, dad is John. Oh, the count. Joe Quinn, her teammates call her. Didn't want to, got stuck in between, a 2-1 count. Good pitch on a hitter's count of 2-0 because that's not a hitter's swing on 2-0.
No, not at all. And to be able to throw that off-speed pitch in that count just shows what kind of confidence she has in that pitch.
Mallory doubled in a run back in the first inning, continuing what has been a heck of a run. She's got a pair of homers. She has got 3 doubles, 5 extra base hits all told. Third ball, and she swung over the top of that one. 3-2 the count. Only gone down on strikes 1 time in 18 at-bats. Hits it hard, but it's foul. Full count and 2 outs. I actually just heard something I hadn't heard yet in the softball world. A cheer from the third base dugout from the movie Frozen. Spinning a song from the movie Frozen down there and inserting softball words in there. Nice play, closing it. Robertson is there on a line out. A 1-2-3 inning. The bats were frozen, if only for a moment. We're not used to this. Where's the offense? 6-2. 6-2 is the score. The Batbusters go back to work defensively. The Cruisers trying to add on. And the first pitch misses low. KRISTEN Hong continues in the circle. Just off the plate and outside. Elvia Solieri is now the right fielder. Some more defensive changes. We'll do our best to keep an eye on them for you. Two and one the count. Lifted foul up and into the grassy knoll it goes. So we'll do it now with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Little roller. Hong plays it on a short hop and turns that one into an out.
Next up to the plate, the Pine Cruisers, number 6, Amanda Jertson. Number 6.
Lauren Brooks goes down. And Amanda Jertson now. Looks like Mackenzie Cabrera may be the new left fielder, but I emphasize maybe. 1-0 the count. Good pitch, but it's called inside. But good spot for that one. She turns the ball over nicely.
Yeah, she does. She's keeping it down really well. And it's a fairly tight strike zone, it appears, this game. Really making the pitchers work.
Drop outside, 3-0 the count. Jertson nearly hit one out of here into right center field, her first at bat. Drove in a run with the sacrifice fly, and she takes a strike. Three and one the count. Inside, ball 4. Jertson has had 2 successful at bats, sac fly and an RBI, and now a walk. And JANIE Hammond. Boy, did she crush the softball back in the first inning. Hammond out of Huntington High. Softball star Lauren Chamberlain, her favorite. The 16U Platinum Division National Title Game. Premier Girls Fast Pitch. One and one the count. Winner of this game, too, as we told you earlier, moves into the National Championship Tournament at the higher level, the Premier Division for Premier Girls Fast Pitch. One and two the count. You know, you think about that, what goes into a move like that. And when you're jumping up to where you're playing the best teams in the country, you almost have to look at your team and your club to make sure you're ready. I mean, and that's meant with no disrespect to either team.
Well, absolutely, but I think being here, it's kind of a step that they need to take in preparing for that. But most importantly, it's just being mentally tough. You're at these tournaments and you're playing the best of the best, and that's what they feel like they faced this week, but jumping up now to that premier division if they were to move on next year and decide to do that. It's going to be a real test for the team and maybe a little bit of shell shock that first year because you think you're playing it right now. Well, you know, there are a couple of games that we saw earlier on today that really showcased some tremendous talent. And
now back to the screen. Kara Lentz, you have a thought on the subject.
Yeah, Ashley Evans, the head coach of the Cruisers, said beforehand that the goal for this team was just to get to this game. So this in itself is a huge accomplishment, mostly because this team wants to have more time to spend together, play together, and winning makes them have more time to spend together. So this in itself is an accomplishment for the Cruisers. How they go from here, I'm certain, will be a different story as the game goes on.
Kara, thank you. Good stuff. One and two, the count.
One ball.
Boy, chemistry, you will always be told that talent trumps chemistry. But if you have some talented players and a bucket load of chemistry, you can play a little bit better. And this team, you can sense, plays with a lot of chemistry.
well, absolutely. I think I would take a team that had good chemistry any day over a team full of a bunch of all-stars.
I don't know. I might take the All-Stars. It just wouldn't be as much fun.
I don't know. It hasn't worked for a lot of teams out there,
totally
so
agree.
I'm not going to name names, but
Please don't name names. No naming of names. 1 and 2, the count. Rolls that one foul. It's just the web. Go ahead, name names. No, you better
I'm
not.
not going to go there.
6-2 is the score.
But I do remember Coach Candre, who was the coach for the Olympic team, and he had talked about, you know, it's a hard thing to have to choose 15 players, and it's not about choosing the absolute best 15 necessarily, as it is to choose the best 15 girls that would make up the most ideal team to take. And I really believe that that's key in choosing, you know, girls that you want to go to battle with.
If you don't trust your catcher, if you're a pitcher, and on those relationships go. If you're not willing to give up an at-bat when you need to and cheer for that teammate as you get back to the dugout, you're right. Runners at second base. Jurtson is out there. Just missed the inside part of the plate. So Bailey Robertson earns her way on with a walk. Mission Viejo High School softball player, student, and now Catherine Nonora. Catherine hit by a pitch back in the second inning. And the count 0-1. Mom is Jenny Nonora, dad is Ray. Belted foul and down the line. One and one to count. Moves to 1 and 2 on Heather. Popped up. That one rolls around. Another good crowd, the 4th national championship game that has been held here today. The Corona Angels winning the national championship at the Premier Division. 14U, SoCal Athletics winning the club's 6th national championship collectively, but its first at the 16U Premier Division. And the Courage, the California Courage winning the 14U Platinum Division National Championship earlier today. Right back to the circle. And in time for the out here We actually had a scoreless frame from top to bottom. 6-2 is our score. The California Cruisers leading the OC Batbusters 16U Platinum Division title game. Top half of the fourth inning, the Cruisers lead it by 4, heading into the top of the fourth. The Batbusters trying to defend their turf, at least their spot on the scoreboard. Caitlin Moriali to lead things off. She lined to center field in her first at bat. Caitlin out of Arcadia High School, and that one skitters on in, came out of the fingertips of Jordan Quinn, who's working. Louis Perez, the head coach of the Batbusters. Ashley Evans, the head coach of the California Cruisers. Two and 0 the count. Balls and 1 strike the count. Olympic gold medalist Amanda Freed. My name is Darren Sutton. Kara Lentz down by both dugouts, families as well. Getting some great stories for this, the 16U National Championship game at the Platinum Division. Comes right back, 2-2 the count.
And that's a good location, that down and in, and you just hope that's continued to be called because that pitch is really, really difficult to hit.
Bottom dropped out of it. It was a change of pace. Certainly Moriali leaked out front, a heck of a pitch.
And her go-to is this changeup, and you see she's confident throwing in any pitch, or any count I should say, and the way that she sells it with her body movement, and you can't tell what's coming until it's too late.
So Quinn with another K in the books. Brianna Rosette. Sylvia and Gilbert, mom and dad. To the right side, up the ladder. What a play by Wall. Wow. She's already tall in stature, but she had to climb the ladder a little bit more.
When her height comes in handy here, that ball looks like it's going to go well down the right field line. Struck very hard, but JANIE Ann Wall just extends herself up and makes that snag.
Danielle Perez now. Singleton scored in the second inning. No balls and 1 strike the count to Danielle. Four for 11 on the tournament. That stayed fair. Right onto the bag. A 1, 2, 3 inning. You know what? That is 7 in a row sat down out of the circle by the Cruisers. Jordan Quinn has really quieted things for teams up by 4. And it all gets going again, cranking up another week after the weekend comes to an end with the 18 and unders and the 12 and unders. Another opening ceremony is a great celebration and championships, and we'll be back. We'll be back right here on the web. We'll be back on television as well. Everybody's safe. Danielle Perez had a hard time getting a hold of that one. And Diana Gomez is on.
And Gomez goes for the slap. She runs through the box and just puts it in play, but you just see that extra hitch. Danielle Perez trying to get the ball out of her glove. And when you have the speed that Gomez has, you really have to play that cleanly and get a quick throw over there, or else runner's safe.
Lauren Kane takes away. She moved from the pitcher's position over to third base. She stayed in the lineup. She has doubled and scored. She has homered as well, and it was a no-doubter. That curve misses off the plate. 2 balls and no strikes to count. Verbally committed to the University of San Diego. Over the inside corner, 1-1 the count. So not a far drive. With a 2-1 count, not a far drive from San Clemente High School. Two balls and 2 strikes to count. Listing her biggest softball moment, Lauren Kane, as this game, the national championship game. Well, if it's your biggest moment and you crush a homer, that's good. Her ball misses out, 3-2.
So now her biggest moment's going to be when she hit the home run at the national championships at PGF.
A little bit more on her prowess and what she's accomplished. Kara, what do you have for us?
Lauren Kane has been labeled as a complete competitor, and that comes out in all ways, including a team activity that they did earlier this year where they basically had an Olympics. They did a throwing competition, a derby competition, a catching ground balls, different things that really taught these girls how to deal with competition and also how to deal with other people talking to them and kind of bartering up against them a little bit and dealing with just that face-to-face contact. And Lauren Kane has been known to be an absolute competitor that really comes through in situations.
Great stuff, Kara. Thank you very much. And the stories that Kara has told us really have tied into the game. I mean, we've seen them play out with the things that they do as a group, play onto the field. It's a nice running play out there in center field by Carbajal as well. Just took it off the ground. Open those hips up a little bit. Fouls it off. Cameron Cecil. with 1 out and a 6-2 lead. Screwball misses outside, 1-1 the count.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Deanna and Jeff, mom and dad. Cameron's parents. Trying to take a chip shot over to the left side, so we'll do it now with a ball and 2 strikes. She singled in the first inning and grounded out in the second. So she's 6 of 19, but she's got 6 runs batted in, if you're into counting stats. Little roller out to third, off the glove of the third baseman. Is there a recovery anywhere? There is not. So Perez has another tough one eater up over there. Couple of miscues in the inning.
This ball struck just to the left of Perez at third base and hits off the heel of her glove.
So a change is made at third base. Erica Esprio. Erica Esprio is now the third baseman. Out of Lucerna High School, Whittier native. Played this year's CIF championship game. Erica Esprio is now the third baseman. Johnny Ann Wall lifts that one foul and deep. Oh, and 1 the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Good pitch over the outside.
Let's take another look at how well placed this pitch is. Right at the knees, right on that outside corner.
2 runners on, 1 out. And way out there.
One ball, 2 strikes.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Should come back around into the plate, and we've talked about the aggressive swing of Wall. This is one hitter you really don't want to make a mistake up in the zone too.
Ball.
3-2 the count. 1 away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Belted, left field, deep, gone! A 3-run home run, Johnny Ann Wall. You had a feeling it was coming. She has showed a great approach at the plate leading up to it, and you knew you couldn't make a mistake. She went from 0-2 to 3-2 and then that.
And look at the placement of that pitch right in her wheelhouse, but she gets her hands inside and has such good extension over that left field fence. I mean, it really doesn't get much prettier than that.
Johnny Ann Wall. Getting the accolades in that dugout.
Look at that contact point. I mean, textbook, a little bit of bend in those elbows just so she can get to extension without rolling over, pushes through, and I tell you, left the ballpark in a hurry.
Batbusters trail at 9-2 now. And a chance for Lauren Brooks. It's funny, the home runs we have seen, the third home run of the contest, as we told you before. They had 1 home run in their previous 5 games. She had it, Brooks did. But it's been Kane and Johnny Ann Wall and Janie Hammond. They all have homered in this contest. They've shrunk the yard, if you will, tonight. And they lead it 9-2. Hydrate after a homer, never a bad idea. Everything tastes better after a home run, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
The weather's great. Water's colder. 3-1 the count. Base runner. So Brooks, who had that sac bunt back in the first inning, and the lone homer of the tournament, coming into the game, reaches on a walk. That's exactly, again, that's 4 innings. This game is far from complete. Maybe we'll see what happens. Some more changes. So a new pitcher in the circle, it looks like. Alexandria Andrade will take over.
77 for 24, 77 for
So Alexandria comes on. Santa Fe High School, Norwalk, California. Long ball, Hammond early. 2-run homer. Solo shot, Kane in the second inning, way over the boards. Maybe just felt Johnny Ann Wall chomping at the bit. 2 runners on, yeah! Up the PGF flag in left field, bang! And so now Alexandria Andrade goes to work in the circle, trying to quiet the offense. You just find yourself strategically knowing, if you're the bat busters, that you can get something going. This is a team that has hit before, they hope to hit again. But you give up another run, then you put yourself in a run rule situation. It's 8 after 5. You give up another run, then you retire 3 times in a row, and that's it. You want your chances to hit, you want your 3 more shots at the plate. You've got to stop it here and get to work offensively, because it's also 6 runs after 6. First time that she has worked in the circle. No balls and 2 strikes to count. Amanda Jertson. Line drive into center field. Play is made on a dive. Nice adjustment. That one knuckled out there for quite some time. Ashley Carbajal came charging in. She found it, and she made the play.
When this ball was hit so nicely on the inside half, you could see first it was brought back over the plate, but hands kept inside and it tails towards right field. So Carbajal, his center, had to make a little bit of an adjustment, dives for it, and manages to make the out.
Trying to advance, throw from the knees, it gets on by, stays in center field. So Brooks moves up. That run, they understand how important it is. And a chance now for Janie Hammond, who homered back in the first inning, a 2-run bomb. Janie looks at that one high, 1-0 the count. Curveball hits the outside part. 2 balls and 1 strike the count. 9-2 the score. The California Cruisers on top. Another curveball. That one's outside. 2-2. Little pop-up out to third. Esprio took over earlier in the inning, and she puts it away. We have played 4. It has been all about the Cruisers and their bats and their dancing and their energy. They're leading by a touchdown.
Here's number 12, Sabrina Aquiano.
Chance to get things going for the Bat Busters. As that one is just off the plate. Pinch hitter, looks like Aguiano gets the call. Sabrina Aguiano, that's exactly who it is. Jurupa Valley High School in Jurupa Valley. And so that one misses away to her, an opportunity for Sabrina to get things going. She and her mates trail it by a score of 9-2 in Irvine, California. I'm Darren Sutton. A couple of great former athletes. Amanda Freed, Olympic gold medalist. Kara Lenz, a star athlete at the University of Michigan, joining us as they round out our broadcast team. With 1 out in the inning. And the opportunity to hit there for Anguiano. She goes down.
Number 18.
Olivia Solieri.
Olivia Solieri. Number 18.
Doubled in a run back in the second inning. Looks at a defense that is straight up, nips the outside corner. Good way to start her. 0-1 the count.
Well, it seems as though the Cruisers made a pitching change at just the right time, because since Jordan Quinn has come into this game, the Batbuster sticks have been pretty quiet.
Quinn has been on a roll. The last base runner, you have to go all the way back to the second inning. Since then, 8 in a row sat down. And that just came to an end, and it really came to an end with a ringing single to left field. Olivia Solieri with a shot. She's had a great night. She's doubled in a run. She's now single.
And she's in that 9 spot, so a lot of run production coming from the bottom of the lineup. Well, not a lot of run production, I should say. Some offensive production coming from the bottom of the lineup for the Batbusters.
Taylor Jarick now with her spot in the order. If you remember, too, Solieri drove that ball into right center field, hit off the top of the wall, the yellow top of the wall. Bounced back into play, and it was a double instead of a homer. By inches, missed a homer out of that 9 spot. This game might have had a different feel if that would sailed over the wall. Instead, they find themselves desperately needing runs and unable to give up any. 2-0 the count. All the way back in the second inning, if this is a home run, maybe it's a different feel at that point. It's a 4-1 game. That would have tied it at 4. Should that have been a home run that bounced and went over the wall, that would have tied it at 4. Instead, an out at the plate, a double. By the way, the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. And the other part of that play that we forget to mention, there was an out at the plate with a confused base runner. 3-1 the count.
Thinking that was a home run. Runner comes jogging at home, gets thrown out, and it's just a huge momentum shift. You can feel the energy let out of the Batbusters lineup and put right into the Cruisers, and they really haven't stopped since.
Shot to the right side. And Perez was on. Yeah, she thought that was out. Now she scored. High fives as well. Perez scored behind her, Carbajal Baker. She thought it was a home run as well. A high five on what turned out to be a double. Now she did score. Tough play. Is there a play to be made? Stomping on the bag. Johnny Ann Wall, who is homered in this game, had that one eat her up, but she just stayed with it. That's the key. Runner moves to second.
Yeah, really good recovery here by Johnny Ann. Deflects off of her, looks for her teammate to be covering a base who's not able to make it there, Robertson, so she goes ahead and takes it herself.
Screwball misses outside, 1-0 the count. KRISTEN Hong has struck out. She's also grounded out to short. Rolls that one into center field. Charging is Nonora. Fires it to the plate. Good tag, not in time. The tag was high. The feet touched home plate. That's a big, big run. Making it harder. Giving yourself a chance to get all 3 frames to hit in.
And hit well up the middle, and just enough to get that RBI. Solieri home, and you're right, just giving them an extra opportunity to score more runs. And we know in this game, you can have big innings. A team like the Batbusters is absolutely capable of having a big run inning.
Vanessa Morrow now with 2 outs. 1-0 the count. To the right side, it hugs the line. Foul ball. Good effort out there and right by Cecil. Cameron Cecil gave it a dive. 1-1 is the count. The lead is 6. And don't you know, the California Cruisers were thinking about that 7-run lead, trying to make it 8 in their bottom half. Well, they've got to do that now by scoring a pair. The other run rule is 6 runs after 6. As we have a runner over there at first.
Entering the game, pinch runner.
Cassandra Salazar is running out of El Rancho High School, Pico Rivera, California. an accomplished pitcher as well with a no-hitter on her resume. She's an important runner now. Hot shot after third, right through the legs of Kane into left field for a base hit. The hot corner's been hot and cooking for both teams tonight. It's been a tough spot to play.
And this ball just tough to defend, but Lauren Kane's gloves, you can see a couple inches off the ground. That ball scoots right under.
Let's check in with Kara with a little bit more on Vanessa Morrow. Kara?
Vanessa's only been playing with this team for 2 weeks, and all in all, the Bat Busters is an extremely young team, having only played together for 3 months, and they acquired her from playing against her. She played for the SoCal Choppers, and they were actually looking for pitchers. The coaching staff of the Bat Busters were looking for pitchers. That's how they acquired Vanessa, and she's come in and she's been an extremely versatile player. Defensively, she's been stepping in, and also as a hitter, she's been able to really carry that ball, and as you saw just there, coming up with an absolute clutch play right here in the top of the 5th.
Good stuff. Thank you very much for that. A couple of courtesy runners out there now. Mendoza's running at first. Olivia Mendoza.
Now batting number 13, Mallory Kissinger. Number 13.
Mallory Kissinger now, out of Riverside Poly High School. Belted right, but off the end of the bat. Play is made out there by Cameron Cecil. The lead is 6. We have played 4.5 innings. The 16U Platinum Division, the premier girls fast pitch national title game. Alexandria Lexi Andrade in the circle. Drops one over the outside corner. Strike one. The lead is 6. An opportunity for Bailey Robertson to add on to that lead. As she rolls it out toward short. Playing it back. You got to hurry in when you do that. She does, and you've got to have a good first baseman. If you're going to throw one into that dirt, you can trust Kessinger and Mallory with a nice dig.
A quick first out, and the Bat Busters really want to get a quick 3 outs, get themselves back in the dugout. They had started to get a little bit of offense going in that last inning, and they want to get back in there and continue that as quick as possible.
Heather Nonora hit by a pitch and scored, grounded right back to the pitcher in her next at bat. Corona Angels earlier today winning the 14U Premier Division PGS National Championship. Winning the 16U Premier Division National title, the SoCal Athletics. As a club, 6 national championships combined at the PGF Championships, and the first at the 16U Division for the SoCal A's. California Courage winning the 14U national title at the Platinum division here before this one. So congratulations to all 3 of our national champions today. We haven't seen it all, but in calling 4 games, which has been a blast, by the way, we've come close to seeing it all.
I feel like we've seen most of it all.
Most of it all. I know you've seen it all in your long and illustrious career as a player, but a lot of interesting things, a lot of passionate families, some close calls along the way. Great pitching performances as Nonora walks. Seen some defenses maybe let themselves down, but on the flip side, some fabulous defensive plays. Diana Gomez has a 1-0 count. An interesting defensive alignment for Gomez. The shortstop stays back. The third baseman is very tight. And with the runner out there at first, the second baseman comes in very close next to the circle. Jarique is more on the back.
Just puts the ball right back up the middle. You're taught as a hitter that's where you want to go, is up the middle, and she does just that.
Erica, no surprise. Let's go. Catch it.
Pitch is high. 1-0 the count. To Cece, Cameron Cecil. Pride of J. Sarah Catholic School. Outside. 2 balls and no strikes to count. Cece singled and scored in the first inning. Had a ground out in the second, reached on an error, but scored in the fourth. Scored on the 3-run home run by Wall. 3-0 the count. Johnny Ann Wall waits. Right down the middle of the plate. 3-1 the count. Esprio is very close at third. That one's rolled out toward first, bobbled for a moment, but the runners move up to second and third. Bottom line, that's a big second out.
Let's go right now, ladies and go.
Now batting,
Johnny Ann Wall
0-0,
with the
Johnny Ann Wall.
3-run home run back in the fourth inning. Got a base open. You don't have a walk in the park with Lauren Brooks on deck, so what do you do? Guess it doesn't really matter, because if they played even 1 run, that's the contest, so pick your poison. Should you put her on, you do force Andre to throw strikes. Obviously, that tightens things up a little bit when a walk can end the game, too. The walk-off run is at third. Back of third. That one's down. That's the contest and a national championship with a lead that puts them on top by 8. We think. We know. They storm out of the dugout. We knew, then someone let them know. There you go. The California Cruisers. Ladies, enjoy. You're the 16U Platinum Division Premier Girls Fast Pitch National Champions. Amanda Freed did a great job up here. Fun calling all this softball with you. Kara Lentz doing a great job, the former U of M star athlete. Why not dance the night away? Let's call it a night by dancing the night away. Our producer and coordinator of this site and this event is John Walsh. Always love working with him. Dan Hay is the president and CEO of Premier Girls Fast Pitch. This webcast a presentation and is a copyright presentation of PGF. 4 champions, 1 day, a chance to hang out with family and friends. How much more does a person need? This has been a great event. We'll do it all again next weekend. Until we do it again next weekend, my name is Darren Sutton. Always love seeing all of you at the ballpark.